The woman is 50-year-old Carol Ray. She lives in the home with her mother, Patricia, and her 3-year-old daughter.
Is Patricia here?
No, she's not here right now. She's with her sister.
Okay. I'm just asking because someone was worried they didn't know where she was at.
My son John. And him and her are having a little bit of a tiff because he owes her quite a bit of money. And he's been trying to call her for 24 hours now. And I gave her the message yesterday.
You open that?
She fit in here.
I mean, she's in there. Oh, she's in there.
Police department. Police department. Hi, how's it going?
Yeah.
Are you Patricia?
No, I'm her daughter, Carol.
To police, the explanation seems reasonable. A family dispute involving money and a grandmother choosing to ignore her grandson. At this point, officers have no idea that horrifying secrets may be hiding just feet away inside the house. Over the next few days, what begins as a routine welfare check will spiral into one of the most disturbing cases the department has ever handled.
And then I get a text message from Carol's mom, but it doesn't read like Carol's mom.
My grandma just texted me again.
Okay.
Sent doing cops to my house again. My grandma's not at the house.
It's clear that you're not telling us the truth. Where is she at, Carol?
The following morning, John contacts police again, increasingly fearful that something has happened to Patricia. At 11 a.m. on January 22nd, officers return to Carol's home, this time determined to get definitive answers.
Grandma's Patricia. Mom is Carol. Hi. Are you Carol?
Yes.
Is Patricia here?
No, she's not. She's getting her B12 shot or something like that with Dr. Positive.
It's not written down anywhere in here?
Maybe on, no, she writes down on this Dr. T on the old calendar.
This little girl.
This is my daughter, Allison, her granddaughter.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Does she live here with you?
Yeah, we live together.
Your grandma?
Yeah.
Or your
My
mom?
mother.
Sorry.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
been staying over at her sister's house for a couple of days because we just got diagnosed with pneumonia and got home from the hospital. I had diverticulitis that ruptured.
Okay.
So
She's back here though, staying here primarily now?
clothes. I mean, all of her clothes and everything are here. She came by yesterday, and she was here not last night, but night before last, and she was here yesterday until about 5 p.m. and picked up her medications and a fresh change of clothes and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, the reason we're here is because your children are concerned about your grandma.
My son John, he sent you guys over last night, which I contacted my mother about, and she had a fit, and I was going to go down to the Rosewood Police Department today about it. Well, there's a little bit of a financial money issue between my mother and my oldest son John.
Okay.
And he borrows a lot of money from her and doesn't repay it. He's got a truck in the backyard she bought him, a car in the garage that she bought him that she took back because he didn't pay the insurance on it. So my mom is a very finicky woman, so she got pissy about that. Now, call him when I goddamn ready to call him. I got things to take care of.
Right.
Okay. My mom
How old's your mom?
I said she's 69 this year.
Carol claims Patricia has been temporarily staying with her sister while Carol recovers from pneumonia and a recent hospitalization. She insists that Patricia's belongings, clothing, and medications are still inside the home and says her mother had been there as recently as the previous day. According to Carol, Patricia stopped communicating with John due to ongoing financial disagreements. Despite the explanations, officers decide to take extra precautions and request to see Patricia's room.
All right.
Where's her room here?
And it's right back here.
Can we just look at it?
Yeah, if you want to see where her clothes are and everything. You want to show us? I'm sorry, baby. You want to show them where Grandma B's room is? Her room is the last one on the right. Allison's is the first one on the left here. Yep, we would let Natalie sleep in this bedroom since Grandma B spent the night right with so that she can have her stuff on. All my mom's stuff.
And all her clothes are in there?
All my mom's stuff is right there. Fresh clothes that she just washed.
Okay. All right. We're good. We get the call, you know, and then there's one side of the story and then there's the other. So if he's got everyone worked up, like he said he might call, someone else might call, and you don't want us showing up here a million times. So we want to just see her in person. Hey, you're fine. That's all we need to do. Okay?
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Officer decides to independently verify Carol's story by contacting the doctor's office where Patricia was supposedly receiving treatment. The call reveals that Patricia is not at the clinic, does not have an appointment that day, and is not expected until weeks later.
Hi, this is Casey from Woods Cardiology. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Officer Pelt with the Roseville Police Department. I'm just calling because I believe you have a patient in your office by the name of Patricia Bennett. And she has some family members that are concerned about her and are trying to just make sure she's there.
Nope. She's not here. Her, actually, they might have got the date mixed up. Her appointment is, February the 13th. But I'm going to go ahead and ask a couple of my colleagues just to make sure, like, did she come here? Or anything like that.
Is she planning on coming there?
Nope. She's not supposed to be in today. Nobody's seeing, like, she hasn't come in yet or anything like that, but we can watch out and contact you.
For the first time, the pieces stop lining up. John maintains that his grandmother is missing, while the only person living with her has been lying about her whereabouts. Officers contact John again to better understand his concerns and the growing inconsistencies.
I just don't get why my grandma would make a Facebook post saying she's at home. You guys show up and she's not there.
And that was literally
that's
2 minutes ago. As soon as you pulled away, she texted my dad that.
There may be other circumstances that we're not aware of, or the family's not aware of.
I'm hoping I just have a pissed off.
So what your expectation is that this woman here who's your mother, is hiding your grandmother from you?
Yeah.
For what reason?
For months.
She's trying to take the money from her that you think is entitled to you?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
You know?
Your grandmother, what?
Our grandma raised us.
Raised you, okay. Okay.
So, generally, yes, I'm really concerned.
Our mom's been in and out of our life.
She's at.
Right, okay.
You know, our mom was never in our life.
And I just don't want my grandma to be passed away and she's collecting, or hopefully she's just hiding her because she's sick. And my grandma doesn't want to know. I'd rather have a pissed off grandma than a missing or a dead.
Well, if she's dead, then, I mean, if she's got a body hiding somewhere or has done away with her, I mean, and then trying to collect Social Security or whatever she receives, I mean, that takes some effort.
My grandma has fraudulent
has police reports on her.
Yeah, police reports on her.
When was it then?
A couple of years ago.
Yeah,
A couple of years ago?
back.
Okay. And what happened to those charges?
I think my grandma decided to not pursue them
Okay.
fully. They had, like, to lock her up because that's her daughter, but...
I'm not trying to get her in trouble, but why would you keep lying? But so that's why I'm thinking that nothing's adding up. My grandma just texted me again.
Okay.
And doing cops to my house again. My grandma's not at the house.
John explains that his grandmother posted online suggesting she was home, yet police found no trace of her. He begins to suspect that his mother may be deliberately hiding Patricia. John raises disturbing possibilities, including financial exploitation, fraud, and the fear that something far worse may have happened. Although the accusations are severe, officers still lack physical evidence that Patricia has been harmed. To move the investigation forward, police escort John to the station to formally file a missing persons report. They also want to better understand the long-standing conflict between John and Carol. John is accompanied by Carol's ex-husband, TJ, who claims to have information that could be crucial to the investigation. During questioning,
we're just going to record you and I. All right. So when did you physically last see your grandmother eye to eye?
Probably after Halloween, beginning of November, before I went to North Carolina. I came back from North Carolina Thanksgiving, so didn't see her. Went there on Christmas, didn't see her. I've been calling her and asking her to call me. I need to hear your voice, or have my mom have you call me, I need to hear your voice, or I'm going to do a welfare check. I threatened that a couple weeks ago.
All right.
Yesterday I just cracked and finally called it in.
And now you haven't had any voice contact with her since Thanksgiving?
Somebody's been texting me off her phone or off her Facebook. I know it's not her just because the words they use. It's not how my grandma talks.
When was the last time you saw Carol?
Last time I saw Carol, period.
Not Carol, Patricia.
Oh, okay. I'm like every time I drop my daughter.
yeah. We're like Patricia.
Patricia.
Contact with Patricia, yes.
Yeah. It was around Halloween time. I did receive one text message the other day stating that she was sorry for holding up Carol. Carol and my daughter were supposed to hang out because it was my birthday this weekend. Game around 6 o'clock, so I texted her. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? You know, it's my birthday. We're supposed to be celebrating it and blah, blah, blah.
You, Carol, and Allison are supposed to be celebrating on Sunday, your birthday.
Right, and then I get a text message from Carol's mom, but it doesn't read like Carol's mom, but it says, sorry, I'm holding her up, signing over the cars and giving her title to house and insurance stuff so she can get that stuff fined Monday. It gets kind of, when Carol types, a lot of times it comes up kind of misspelled. It's because she don't wear glasses and stuff like that.
The only contact that you've had with her was from
a random message, and she said that she was with my aunt. So I did some research. I went there today and spoke with my aunt. She hasn't spoken with my grandma since 2015.
According to John, the messages claimed Patricia was staying with her sister.
Is Patricia here?
No, she's not here right now. She's with us.
But when John investigated that claim himself, he discovered something alarming. He personally visited Patricia's sister, the same sister Carol repeatedly told police Patricia was staying with. The sister stated she had not seen or spoken to Patricia since 2015.
And she was messaging me today while we were there with the cops, saying that she was home, and messaging my dad that she was home when we know she wasn't there because the cops were there. My dad screenshotted them all and sent me those messages.
Okay, can you email those to me?
One thing I do know, and I mean, in this type of situation, I would hope it's more true than it is the other, is I've known Carol since I've been 20. I mean, like, bold-faced, like, you can show her, like, here's a picture of you, and I have. Here's a picture of you doing this, and da-da. It's not me. I mean, so she's always been a chronic liar, like, especially when she's off her meds. Because she does take lots of medicine, longer than I think even when we were together. I mean, I'm sure you can get her list of medicines that she was taking, but I guess she lost her therapist, so she has not had medicine for the last couple months. And when that happens, things get kind of wonky with her.
Any other conversations?
I've been calling the house phone, social media, off of like Messenger, calling her that way, texting her, nothing. And then on 12th of January, my mom texted me off her phone saying, Grandma B is sleeping, getting over pneumonia here. I was like, have her call me. I need to hear her voice. She never does this. She always calls me. And there was no response.
These interviews explain why John feared the worst. For months, no one had seen Patricia. No one had spoken to her directly. Meanwhile, Patricia had access to a significant amount of money. Money that family members believed was being withdrawn. On top of everything else, Carol had already been caught lying to police about Patricia being at a doctor's appointment. By this point, the evidence strongly suggested Carol was hiding something, and whatever it wasn't good. Police decided to return to Carol's house for a third time. This time, they were not leaving without answers.
Hello.
Hi again. Hi. Is she here now?
No, she's up at the Liver Cancer Institute getting her B12 shot.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be gripey with you, but
Where is she at?
We're just getting conflicting information that's lying.
The doctor's office that you told us she went to, she's not there.
with cardiovascular is where she goes. Dr. Tapazzo is who treats her leukocytic white blood cell cancer. Not the white blood cell cancer.
Okay, because you said she was at Woods Cardiovascular.
Because she has a lot of doctors.
What's your daughter's name?
That's Allison.
Addison.
Allison.
Allison.
Yeah, so just getting conflicting information from.
That's a nice balloon.
Well, it's because
Can I see it? Oh, thank you.
I can't keep all of it. Woods Cardiovascular is where she's been treated.
Yeah?
So
Is where she's been treated for a long time with Dr.
And how did she get there? How did she get there?
Her sister drives her, or I drive her.
You didn't drive her today, so today.
And sometimes her neighbor across the street.
How did she get there today, though?
I believe her sister.
Her sister?
Yes.
The sister that lives in Warren?
Yes.
Okay. But you don't have your sister's number?
I don't talk with my aunt or my.
Well, last night,
Okay.
She stayed over there.
when the officer came here, she did not speak directly to her.
No, she spoke to me. Okay. Because she was at my aunt. She was here right before last.
Is that your phone?
She was here. Yes, that's the one I just gave you.
Listen, we just want to know where this lady
I
is.
understand, but you guys are upsetting my daughter and you're upsetting me.
She doesn't look upset.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Because you don't hear what she says when she leaves. I just went through a really bad domestic violence divorce situation. He had CPS up my butt for the past 2
We're
terms
not,
this
yeah,
year.
but that's not what we're here for. We're here to find out if your mom's okay. We got a bunch of people who are concerned about her, and no one seems to know where she
my
is.
son's father, my son, and his brother, which he's got his brother on high alert now, which his brother's wife was just here yesterday morning while my mom was laying on the couch to pick up $200 to do her tabs for the car, for my son's car.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I can show you a picture of my daughter and my mom.
She's
sitting on the
sending
couch.
messages telling everyone she's here.
She's currently here.
No, she's coming back here because she just called.
She just called. Why don't you call her right now? While we're here.
Yeah. And she's on her way, then shortly we'll be able to resolve this.
Can you turn us back on to her?
Yeah.
You can see
That's
that
fine.
I'm actually. Oh.
You want to put it on speakerphone? Will she answer you?
I don't know. She went up there to get her B12 shot.
As officers asked Carol to call her mother directly, her demeanor noticeably changed. She became quieter, more deliberate, carefully choosing her words. Her body language shifted as the pressure increased.
I know she's supposed to be calling John because John's the one that started this like 3-4 nights ago, threatening to call if she didn't talk to him. Yeah, if she didn't talk to him by noon the next day. I had her call before she went to Sam's Club. It was like
it possible then that
11:45, 11:50.
Is it possible then that she could just speak to John directly?
Yeah.
Well, then why hasn't she?
Like face to face, so that they're at ease.
But she's not answering.
We're sending messages to
Do
each
you want
other.
to call her again?
We were just concerned.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She was talking, you were talking, the phone was ringing. What did you say?
Why can't your mother directly speak to John? Not through a message, not through text.
She can.
FaceTime.
I don't have nothing to do with her and John, though.
Well, that's why we're here.
I'm getting stuck in the middle of it.
Yes, and so are we.
So are we, and we have to figure. We have
trying
to
to get
see her. You want to just try to call her again? What's the doctor's office she's at?
Which cardio? No, the Weber Cancer Center is behind Macomb Hospital.
Once again, officers contacted the medical facility Carol named. Once again, Patricia was not there. At that moment, Officer Pelt knew something was seriously wrong. A detective was called to the scene to formally confront Carol and take control of the investigation.
Grandson doesn't live here.
Okay.
If this does go downhill and she starts making any admissions, let's stop, get her to the station. We'll do a search warrant, whatever we have to do for the house. But if she starts,
Do you want to do a consent to search first, so we can gather in the house first? Does she have consent?
yeah, let's start out with that.
She's already let me go through the house.
Did you go through the garage?
I have not been through the
Cars,
garage.
check the cars.
No, I just went through the house. It's good to south quickly. So she's at her breaking.
Okay.
This is Detective Garavix.
Excuse me.
Yes. Hi. So we're gonna, if you don't mind, we'll get consent from you to search the house to see if there's anything that would lead us to think of who she may have went with to help you out and figure out where she went.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't tell you otherwise, right? You're under the impression she was supposed to be with her sister.
Yes.
That's what she told you.
Yeah.
Who lives in the house?
I do. My mom and this little girl put her over.
Has she done this in the past?
My mom doesn't tell anybody what she does.
And your son seemed pretty concerned that she was in there.
What's on John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she tells you that she's with her sister.
That's got me.
That's concerning, correct?
That's got me worried. I'm not worried, but aggravated.
She's not answering her phone calls. The people that she says she's with, she's not.
Mm-hmm. That's got me
concerning.
aggravated. Because
I won't feel right if I leave this house without looking for anything that can point us in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do my job properly and make sure that. And I guarantee when she walks back in this door, and she finds out that I searched for her through her stuff to help try to find her, she's not going to be okay with it because that's what most people would be okay with, correct?
I'll open up her bedroom door so you can see her stuff or whatever. I'll unlock the car for you so you can look at it and whatever, or whatever you want to do. I don't want to sign anything and get in trouble.
Okay.
There's all of her things.
Okay. When your mom left, did she take like a toothbrush, a bag of clothes, like she was spending the night anywhere?
Well, she's a person. and her coat and boots.
Yeah, does she normally sleep over people's house without,
Well, she does. She did this time, and she has in the past. Puzzles,
so
right?
she does have,
She's doing.
obviously, medical issues.
Oh yeah, she's had medical issues for a while. She takes
What I'm saying is that that's also, when we're looking at somebody being missing, it's concerning because anything can happen. She's had COPD, she's had a stroke already. You understand, she's
out there.
You don't seem very concerned. I'm more concerned for your mom than you are.
I am concerned. I've talked to her and seen her in the past 24, 48 hours.
But now
I'm frazzled because she's lied to me about talking to my, and I don't know why she would do that.
So, I mean, we're concerned because your mom left, but she didn't even pack a bag to go, you know.
For an overnight, she normally won't. Even when she came out to my trailer that I was remodeling up on Hall Road.
So for like an overnight, you don't pack like just a toothbrush, a change of clothes, underwear?
Any teeth?
Obviously, something's going on here. We're fairly certain something's going on. We need to start fresh, and we need to tell we need you to tell us exactly what happened.
your story's not adding up.
Your story doesn't add up.
Through it very quickly.
You're extremely nervous.
Well, yeah, I had the police here last night and today. Yeah.
Carol, obviously, something probably happened to your mother, right? You know something that you're not telling us. That's apparent to us. We're trained investigators. We know when something's not right and something isn't right. You have many people outside of you that are concerned about your mother's whereabouts. Where is she at, Carol?
I don't know, because she honestly said is what she told me when she left here.
They prepared for the chance that Carol might make admissions, or that the house might need to be searched. Detectives requested consent to search the home, explaining they needed to look for anything that could indicate where Patricia had gone.
Now listen to me.
A few things.
You're lying a lot, okay? I'm now at a point where I don't believe anything you're saying, okay? Well, I've now confirmed another part of your story that's wrong. So you need to come clean now. Let me know where your mother's at. If she's in this house or in your garage, that she passed away from natural causes or whatever it is, and you didn't want to do anything because maybe you needed some extra money for Social Security or whatever it is, we can get through it. But right now, what you're doing is you're hiding somebody who's possibly dead, okay?
Absolutely not.
Carol, she hasn't been in this house in 2 months, 3 months.
She has. She's got dirty clothes in the laundry room. She's got clean clothes hanging right there.
What does that have to do with anything? That's neither here nor there. What's going on? What's going on in your life
her hairbrush is in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's odd because she left for the night. Wouldn't she want to brush her hair in the morning?
Despite multiple lies, officers could not obtain her consent to search the property, leaving them in a precarious position. Luckily, Carol's boyfriend, Ricky, lived in the home and had authority over shared areas, allowing police to conduct a legal search despite Carol's objections. Ricky, unaware of the crime, agreed to the search, giving investigators access to most of the property.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
How about yourself?
Not too bad. Are you Ricky?
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna step back here. Some of these detectives want to talk with you.
Detectives?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, they'll talk with you.
When was the last time you saw Patricia? Like, physically saw her in person?
Physically saw her, it's probably been about a month.
Would you mind coming to the station with us? So we can just sit there and talk?
It's just about...
Well, we want to find Patricia, but we're getting...
She's not at her sister's house?
No. How long
She's on me, she's lied on me.
Who's lied on you?
Like Carol.
Carol?
She's cheated on me, yeah. Because she's the one that told me that she was at her sister's house.
Officers began their search with the backyard and cars, but found nothing. Finally, they turned to the garage, where something immediately caught their attention.
Someone's got to search the inside. Who's with her?
Help.
Huh?
Help's with her. Help's with her.
Huh? Let's be married.
A storage bin emitted a putrid smell and contained bloody towels. Inside, they discovered a body, partially visible.
Boyfriend's here.
Just want to look up here real quick.
You open that?
Should fit in here.
I mean,
Ooh, bloody.
oh, all right.
What'd you say?
Bloody towels. There's shit in here. She's in there.
She's in the house.
Oh, she's in there.
Open it up. Let's see.
Hook them
Well, hold
up.
on. I don't know. Hold on. Well, hold on.
Don't.
I don't know. I'm not just.
What?
Nah. I don't. He's looking. He's looking at. Nah, nothing. I think I opened up that grave bin and it's full of bloody towels. It stinks like a dead body.
Are you kidding me?
Swear to God.
You gotta get the search warrant up.
Huh? For what?
If it's in there, Bodecker wants us.
For what?
If there's
We're searching for the
There's a
body.
bloody
Yes,
pillow.
if
There's a
one
bloody
in there.
pillow in here. Sorry.
Yeah, there's a body.
Yep.
Where?
You see the legs in the far corner.
Okay.
Goes back
Uh,
up. Sure. I'll go get the thing up there.
Somebody said he was back here. So he needs to. Everybody needs.
Is that?
That's a boyfriend. He just showed up. We've been looking for him.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Lieutenant. I just opened up a big plastic storage bin and it smelled really bad. It was full of blood and towels, and you can see a body in there. So it's kind of where we're at.
All right. We hook her, bring her in. What about
Everybody was saying, the brothers, we need to find out what they were telling officers, because they were saying he was like in the back there yesterday. He was coming and going. Somebody might have seen.
There's
Yeah.
still moisture on the top of that. I open it and there's still moisture on the top, so that's not been in there long.
And they were somebody we got to talk to over there. They said, hey, the door was open yesterday and he was coming and going, and then all of a sudden his car was gone.
This dude? Whose boyfriend is it?
This is the girl in Carol's.
The daughter.
I say we bring him in. We
Yeah.
saw now.
Confirming that Carol had killed her mother. The body was still moist, indicating the murder had occurred within the last 2 months, just as John had suspected. The discovery made the truth undeniable. Carol Ray had murdered Patricia and concealed her death for weeks. Investigators considered Ricky's involvement due to his residence in the home, but at that point, he had no indication of the crime. Carol was immediately arrested, and Ricky was detained for questioning.
2.
Carol, go ahead and stand up for me. Your Uncle James got your back, okay? I think you know why we're going, but I suggest you think about what you need to tell us, okay?
Which one's anything? Any weapons on here? No. I might have my knife on me over there.
Both were held in jail as detectives prepared for Carol's first interrogation.
Obviously, Carol, we're here to talk to you about what's going on here.
The further we let this keep rolling, the further it's going to get without you being able to, shed some light on this, okay?
The goal for this interrogation is not to get Carol to confess, because she obviously did it, but to determine a motive and figure out if Ricky was also involved.
If I say something and it comes out wrong or something like that, I want it because it was an accident. I'm doing it, so if I explain the process.
If you explain the truth, then it will come out as the truth.
I don't believe so.
I can't give you advice, but if you want to tell your story, you can tell it how it is. I don't have to ask any questions. If you want to get it out, you can do that. At the same time, once I tell you your rights, if you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk.
That night, we were sleeping between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. in the morning, and I heard loud banging. My daughter and I were sleeping in my room in the back, and my mom was sleeping on the couch. Anyway, there was a big crash, and it sounded like someone was breaking through the glass window or breaking down the door in the living room. I grabbed my gun. I went running down the hallway and had my finger on the trigger like an idiot. But I went, not running, but walking fast down the hallway. And I hit with my right foot, hit the front of that hallway, snapping in my hand like this, and it went off. Doing anything when I shook her shoulder, and then I heard gurgling. And I screamed, "Mom!" and pulled her on the floor, and I noticed that there was blood coming out of her mouth. But I thought somebody had broken the window or something like that. There was a huge, loud crash.
The goal of the interrogation was not only to confirm the murder, but also to determine motive and Ricky's potential involvement. Although Carol was emotional while recounting the events, her ability to provide a detailed timeline suggested premeditation rather than an accident. Detectives used the evidence collected during the property search to confront Carol, systematically dismantling her story. By positioning themselves strategically in the interrogation room, officers aimed to make Carol feel cornered, increasing the likelihood that she would reveal the truth.
Going off of what you said yesterday, I know you said you're walking down the hallway rather quickly if you heard a noise. Get the gun in your hand, the Ruger. You're walking, the owls right there, you tripped. The gun, you had your finger on the trigger, then the gun went off, correct? Okay. You saw your mom bleeding, and then, I thought you said coming out of her mouth or something.
Right away, I went on, and it freaked me out, and I dropped it, and I screamed out, and it was much better. Shoulders, already. Underneath a few seconds, it was just back to the gurgling sound, and just something started trickling out of my mouth.
So after that happened, obviously you found your mom in the container in the garage. Now, obviously my concern is kind of understand how she got there, but you gotta explain to me, because to me it seems with your back and everything that you could do this by yourself. So can you walk me through? I understand, obviously, panic, everything sets in, you're freaking out, and it's your mother you love, right? And so, baby was waking up. Okay, can you kind of walk me through the minutes after all that happened? Let me ask you this, was Ricky there that night? I don't, you don't have to, even though you can walk down.
The interrogation focused on the events immediately following the shooting, seeking clarity on how Carol moved her mother's body into the storage container. Investigators also sought to determine if Ricky had been present or involved, as that remained a key question in the case.
So, okay, so Allison was sleeping with you. Ricky wasn't there. Gun was off. Here's the baby waking up. What happened next? Did you leave your mom on the couch? Did you move her somewhere else? I can understand that. Very hard to understand. Obviously, we're operating under panic, right? I mean, I can picture myself in a situation, panic, you got your daughter there. Where did you move her from the house to where first? We found her in the garage. She moved anywhere before the garage? Directly in the garage? Okay, so this is where I'm concerned with Ricky. Your mom, and I know this is a hard detail to get through, but picking up your mom, there's no way you're picking her. How did you do that by yourself? You're saying Ricky's not there. Did Ricky come over and help? Did you have him help you move?
Are you afraid to tell us? Are you afraid of Ricky?
You don't have to be afraid.
You don't have to be afraid, I promise. You're scared, are you?
Carol remained completely silent for almost 30 seconds after being asked about moving her mother, a sign to investigators that her fear might not only be about Ricky, but about the reality of going to jail for a long time. The detectives continued trying to give her a moral excuse for her actions, hoping she would explain exactly what happened.
I mean, people panic and people make mistakes. Yeah, I mean, you know what happens most often in fleeing, when you flee from an accident, it happens all the time when people panic, right? Or say someone gets in a car accident and they smash into a car and they take off left or right, ends up dying. They hear them on the news, and then the lies keep going, and they're like, shit, I should have stayed, but I didn't, right? That's the mistake that you made. I should have, but I didn't. I don't want to keep revisiting, but I have to. How did you get the toad out of the house? The cheetah fence, all that stuff in the garage. Is it possible somebody else could have moved it forward?
Carol's inability to physically move Patricia to the garage suggested to the cops that someone else might have been involved, but there was no conclusive evidence to implicate another person. Detectives revealed they had another piece of evidence that could prove without a doubt that Carol had been lying about everything.
And the other thing I wanted to bring up is they obviously did an autopsy on your mom. And they found some puncture wounds in her neck, 3 puncture wounds. Not an old scar, but actual fresh puncture wounds in her neck. How did those get there? Nothing at all? Did you ever with anything after the fact? I'm not saying you were killing her, but you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, I don't know, maybe growled from the sleep, she was suffering or anything like that. Because here's what I don't want to get caught up. Is that once they tell us exactly how deep they were, if it was a cause of death or contributed cause of death, it can be really bad. So we have to get everything out here now if you did try to do something with those wounds that don't cause those wounds or anything like that. So I want you to think right now, what could have possibly caused those puncture wounds in her?
I don't know if she had testing or anything like that. I didn't hear anything.
Preliminary, it looked like knife wounds. I was fresh, like fresh, but the puncture at the end of a knife there or something.
The discovery of 2 fresh, deep knife wounds that Carol had never mentioned implied the murder was intentional and not accidental, contradicting her story. Investigators made it clear that any attempt to cover up details or implicate others would only create more trouble, but they also warned that the truth would inevitably come out in the ongoing investigation.
And again, I don't want to put words in your mouth, don't want you to implicate anybody that's not implicated.
That'll get you in more trouble.
That'll get you in more trouble. But as we sit and investigate and continue to investigate in the days and weeks, months to come, more things are going to come out. I'm pretty certain of it. Did Rick know eventually what happened?
Not to my knowledge.
Did Rick know your mom was in that? And
Not that I know of. I didn't tell him.
Did he say anything to you that would lead you to believe that he knew? Did you actually not have a mistake? Did you actually mean to kill your mom?
Oh, I did not mean to kill my.
Well, I'm not saying that. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, do you understand where, when these things can be answered, that's kind of odd.
I don't know how that happened.
Can I ask you this? With going back to the puncture wounds, did you freak out after you shot her and she was still breathing and you wanted to make sure that at this point, no good for her to be like this?
Absolutely not. I wouldn't know. Absolutely not.
and maybe you kind of hope her to see, like, it sounds terrible, but like, is she alive? Is she out?
I know.
Okay.
At this point, despite over an hour of questioning and mounting evidence, Carol continued to stick to her story, leaving detectives no closer to a confession or information about Ricky. Later that day, police brought Ricky in for his own interview to determine if he knew anything about Patricia's disappearance.
Do you have any idea what's going on?
No, I don't.
You have no clue?
Somebody at the house said something about Patty is not at her sister's house where Carol was telling me that she was at.
When was the last time you physically seen Patty? You guys call her Patricia?
Yeah, Patty, Patricia. I don't call her Patty. I physically seen her about, I think it was like a month and a half ago. It was before Thanksgiving.
How often do you stay at the house during time of this?
Every day. I've been there except for, if it was like the 8th and 9th, I went home to my mom's house.
So you've been staying there every day?
Yeah.
Compared to Carol's interrogation, Ricky's was calm and relaxed, giving the impression he genuinely did not know what had happened. Detectives noticed slight nervousness in Ricky, difficulty maintaining eye contact, and soft-spoken responses.
What about Carol? Does she work? Does she have a job? Does she go anywhere? What does she do with most of her days?
Most of her days, keeping Allison busy, cleaning the house, doing what she can. But she needs some major surgeries.
Any financial issues with you or Carol or Patty or anything? Nothing.
Carol took care of the bills.
Do you know where she has the money to if she's not working?
She said she had a joint bank account with her mom.
Carol been acting strange or suspicious to you or different?
She's bipolar, so I always said that she was the world's greatest actress because I can't tell when she's being sincere or not. That's the condition of bipolar. They're compulsive liars, and I've been caught in a lot of her webs before. I've been telling her she's been feeling more distant.
Ricky, I mean, I don't really necessarily know you, obviously, but you seem pretty nervous to me. What's going on? Is there something you're nervous about?
I'm not nervous about anything.
Where did you sleep in the house when you were there?
Mostly in the bedroom with Carol.
Carol's bedroom? Where did,
sometimes on the couch.
Where did Allison sleep?
Mostly in her bedroom.
Let me ask you about the garage. You ever go in the garage?
Yeah.
Never?
Hardly ever.
When's the last time you think you were in the garage or on the Congress?
I think we went to go look for a screwdriver. Jeez, I don't know. I think it was early December. It's been a couple weeks.
Did she have you go and look for it, or did you go?
No, she's been with me.
But nothing indicating guilt or involvement in the murder. To clarify his knowledge, investigators put significant pressure on Ricky, explaining the evidence they had and demanding honesty to prevent further self-implication.
Ricky, we got a problem. We got a real big problem. I think you know what it is, and I think you need to be honest and upfront with us. So we're going to give you the opportunity now. Tell us what really happened.
That's what happened.
What happened?
What I told you.
I'm not talking about the little details we've been asking you. I'm talking about with Patty.
Patty, I don't know. She's been at her sister's house as far as I know.
We know Patty's deceased. Patty's got a gunshot wound to her, and she was found in a tote in that garage.
So you have to tell us everything you know so you don't implicate yourself anymore than...
Because here's the thing, Ricky. There's investigative tools we have. We're going to find out exactly when she died, where you were when she died, which I'm betting you were in that house, and you know exactly what happened.
No, you don't. I never had a problem with Patty.
I'm not saying you had a problem with her. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying you know something.
I don't know anything. I swear. You don't know this woman, Carol. She has fucked with my head. She has cheated on me behind my back without me knowing about it. The only way I found out about it was tripping over stuff, finding it on accident. Her showing me something on her phone, and then all of a sudden, I love you too, baby, pops up on her phone.
Why are you with her?
We went to counseling this year, tried to make things work, because I love her, I love Alice, and so she's my own. I really do.
Ricky consistently maintained he knew nothing about Patricia's death, offering explanations that could be verified, including Carol's infidelity and their couple's therapy. Within minutes, detectives shifted from considering Ricky a potential accomplice to fully discounting him as a suspect. All attention returned to Carol, who was eventually determined to have acted alone and with intent. Carol killed Patricia back in November and concealed the body for roughly 2 months before John became suspicious. Although she never verbally confessed, Carol was charged with first-degree murder, felony use of a firearm, and larceny over $20,000, facing life in prison. Ricky was released with no charges.